Second time this season, the Toronto Blue Jays, oh, you know it's back, ladies and gentlemen. The Blue Jays sweep away the Atlanta Braves and win the series 3-0 and win this season series 6-0. Holy smokes! The Blue Jays come from behind a few different times in this ball game this afternoon and beat the Braves 8-4 with a big time ninth inning. And with the W, the Blue Jays improve now to 20-16 on the year. And there are so many things you can dissect from this game today. Let's start with the very first pitch of the ball game. From Ross Stripling, tries to challenge Ronald Acuna Jr. on the inner half. That's a disaster waiting to happen. And Acuna crushes it out of the ballpark. It's a 1-0 Braves lead like that. And later on in the inning, Adrianza score. Hits an RBI single. Freddie Freeman comes across the score. It's a 2-0 lead early, and we're all thinking to ourselves, oh God, Ross Stripling, what's going to happen here? Top half of the second inning, Jonathan Davis, it's an RBI single. Kevin Biggio comes across the score, and what a day for Kevin Biggio. We'll talk about him very shortly. And it makes it a 2-1 ball game. All right, the Jays are right back in it. I have lots of faith in this offense. But the question is, what is Ross Stripling going to give you? That was the big question mark in this game. What were you going to get from him throughout the entire game? Top half of the fifth inning. Yeah, nothing's happened to this point. Stripling's gone, 4 innings of 2-run ball to this point, which is fantastic. And the Blue Jays are getting their offense together, right? Bo Bichette, RBI single. Reese McGuire comes in to score. The Jays have now tied it at 2. All right, they're right there. But they smell blood, right? The Jays smell blood. They want more. Teoscar Hernandez, he hits a little floater to shortstop, and it goes off the tip of the glove of the shortstop into center field for a base hit. In comes, Teoscar Hernandez. Bo Bichette comes across the score, and the Blue Jays take the 3-2 lead. Oh, great stuff going on. The Jays battle back. They get a couple runs off Charlie Morton, and they got the lead. Now it's 3-2. Beautiful. Problem, though. Bottom half of the sixth inning. Dansby Swanson comes up. Not Joe Swanson, Dansby. And he crushes a ball. 2-run shot as Ozuna comes across the score as well off of Tim Meza to give the Braves the lead back. It's now 4-3. But again, in my mindset, I'm thinking to myself, man, this offense for the Blue Jays is damn good, and anybody in this lineup can make something happen. So I have faith in these guys. And what do we see in the top half of the eighth inning with Teoscar Hernandez on base? Kevin Biggio rips a double, and Teo comes across who comes across the score? Yeah, Teoscar Hernandez comes across the score, and the Blue Jays have tied it at 4. Biggio out of 2 walks in the game. He gets the RBI double to tie it in the 8th. Great stuff there. Go up the bottom of the 8th. Travis Bergen does a job. Gets the Jays right back on the bats. And how many times have we said how important that is? Once you score a run and you smell blood, get your offense right back on the field. And that's what happened in the top half of the 9th inning. Danny Jansen comes on to hit. And he hits a ball in left field for a base hit. Danny Jansen, of all people, turning the lineup over. Marcus Semien comes up. He gets a single. Up comes Bo Bichette. You have Bo, Vladdy, and Teoscar Hernandez with 2 on and nobody out. This is your opportunity. And Bo Bichette rips a double to the left center. Right center gap. In comes Semien, in comes Danny Jansen, and the Blue Jays are in front now 6-4. But they weren't done yet. Teoscar Hernandez, it's a little bloop snot shot single. Doesn't matter. Found a way. Then Kevin Biggio comes up again, and he rips another double. In comes Bo Bichette on the play. Teo up to third base. And the Blue Jays have a 7-4 lead, and there's only 1 away. Up comes Luis Gurriel Jr., who's hasn't quite found himself yet, but he makes an impact on this play. Hits a ball deep enough to score a run. As Teoscar Hernandez comes across the score, the Blue Jays extend their lead to 8-4. They were down 4-3 going into the 8th, and they leave the top half of the 9th up 8-4. At any given night, Each of these players in the lineup can make something happen. We talked about, and by the way, that's how the ball game ends right there, 8-4 Blue Jays ball game. Teoscar Hernandez had a big night yesterday with a couple of home runs, big-time bombs for him. Vladdy had the 3 RBI day in Game 1. Then Kevin Biggio has a heck of a ball game today. Went 2 for 3, had a run scored, had 2 RBIs, and walked twice. But then Bo's like, no, you're not going to be the only guy into the action this game, because he ends up going 2 for 5, scores 2 runs, has 3 RBIs, including the biggest knock of the game there in the top half of the 9th inning. And the other guys just make things happen. You know, Marcus Semien keeps the hit streak alive and the on-base streak alive. He went 2 for 5 and scored a run. Hernandez went 2 for 4, scored a couple runs and had an RBI. And I had to put this guy's name down because Danny Jansen went 1 for 1 and came across to score the game-winning run for Danny Jansen. The offense was clicking there in the second half of the game. The pitching staff did enough to keep your team in the game early. And you did a job and came back again and won. You know, Ross Stripling, as I mentioned right off the top, did not look good in the first inning. And we're all sitting here like, oh boy, he got lit up against Houston. He has that type of first inning. It's looking like a disaster. But him being a veteran pitcher the way he is, he goes out there over the next 4 and doesn't allow a run. Keeps the Jays in striking distance. They crawl back and make it 2-2. Unfortunately, you know, Tim Mesa has that the 2-run shot he allowed in that 1 inning, 2 hits, 2 runs, and a couple strikeouts. But your team gave you a chance to win. And Stripling went 5 innings, allowed 4 hits, 2 runs, walked 1. And get this! 9 strikeouts for flipping Ross Stripling today. He was spectacular. We always talk about needing innings. Jays fans, look what you've gotten over the last 3 starts against the Atlanta Braves. Robbie Ray gave you 6. Ryu gave you 7. And Ross Stripling gave you 5. I mean, the guy, look, Stripling deserved the victory. Unfortunately, he doesn't get the win in the ball game, but he deserved the win. Everybody has contributed. Made a contribution. How about I use that term? You know, in this series, everybody made an impact. And this is the type of Blue Jays team we thought we were getting. You know, with the big offense and good enough pitching and the bullpen just being unbelievable. Because after the Tim Mesa 2-run shot that he allowed, he got out of the inning. And then Joel Payamps, look, I know people keep talking bad about the guy because he's giving up some big home runs or whatnot and giving some big innings. His ERA is like 2.35 going into the game today. He goes 1 inning, no hits, no walks, and a strikeout. I mean, the guy's been all right. You know, and then Travis Bergen goes out there in a very interesting situation. You know, he's gone out there in the 8th, the bottom half of the 8th inning, facing Freddie Freeman, Marcell Ozuna, Ozzie Albies. Like, he's facing some decent damn hitters, and he does a great job. Other than the 1 walk, I think it was to Ozuna. 1 inning, no hits, 1 walk, no runs allowed. Great job for Travis Bergen in the 8th inning. And then Jordan Romano, the Canadian boy, oh, he's back. Oh, Jordan Romano is back, ladies and gentlemen. We've all kind of been waiting to see that velocity tick up for him because that's when he's at his best. And that strikeout today, the final one of the day for Jordan Romano, 99 down the middle. Oh, Jordan Romano is back, ladies and gentlemen. He is looking real good lately. And he actually, it wasn't a save in the game, but he closes out the ball game, goes an inning, no hits, no walks, and strikes out the side. I mean, when you're facing guys like Jeff Mathis, you know, former Blue Jay Jeff Mathis from like eons ago. But I mean, no matter what, he went out there and he did a job. So a great job from Jordan Romano. Now, with this series being come and gone and the Blue Jays having swept away the Atlanta Braves, as dirty as this thing may be, it doesn't matter. They sweep the season series. They sweep the series over the last 3 games. Can we keep playing Atlanta? I'd rather not, actually, because they're going to get hot at some point. I'd rather not play them then, okay? Now, the Blue Jays' next contest is against the Philadelphia Phillies and their last homestand at TD Ballpark. TD Ballpark before they head up to Buffalo to Salem Field. You know, and obviously you take on the Philadelphia Phillies starting tomorrow night. It's a 7:37 first pitch at TD Ballpark. Steven Matz gets the ball for the Blue Jays. I think it's Vince? think it's Vince Velasquez on the mound for the Phillies in game one of that set. And I don't care, that you just swept the Atlanta Braves. You got to go out there and you got to lay a beat down on those guys. Look, I'm not saying they're not a good team. The Phillies, they have some great players, but you got to go out there and you got to make them continue to show these good teams, hey, we're here to stay. We've talked about it countless times, how the schedule for the Blue Jays is front-loaded for sure. And the fact that they're playing all these great teams, you played Atlanta twice, you played the Yankees twice, you've played the Rays once, if I'm not mistaken. You played the Red Sox once. And you've played some Oakland, Houston, these some great teams. You've not played Baltimore, you have not played Minnesota, you have not played Detroit. And you are sitting at 20-16 with all these injuries. It's remarkable what this young team is doing right now without George Springer, without half your bullpen, and a rotation that's a giant question mark. They're going out there and they're doing jobs. They're up 4 games above 500 for the first time this year, and they're playing really good baseball. And they look like they're having fun out there. They always say, what's the most fun thing about baseball? Winning. You can go out there and you can have a laugh and joke around, but if you go out there and lose, it won't be as good. You go out there and you play and you have fun and you win, it's that much sweeter. It is that much sweeter. And the Blue Jays are feeling that right now, and they're playing some really good baseball as of right now. All right, so what, guys? That is going to do it for this one. If you enjoyed the video and enjoyed the game this afternoon, if you watched it, if you didn't watch it, go check it out and let me know what you thought about the video. All right, smack that like button. I do appreciate that. You guys hit that subscribe button if you have not done so already, guys. Comment down below your thoughts on the video, your thoughts on the game. What'd you like, what'd you not like from today's game today? Let me know in the comments, guys. Twitter is down below for myself. Follow, send me a DM to all that great stuff. The Instagram link is down below, so follow up there if you have not done so already, guys. And I will talk to you, Leafs Edition, tomorrow, 8 p.m. in Winnipeg, the final game of the regular season, thank God. And as for the Raptors, they have 3 games remaining. One of those is tonight against Chicago, 8 p.m. tip-off there. Raptor fans, let's just get through it, all right? One game at a time. And as for the Toronto Blue Jays, 7:37 first pitch tomorrow night at TD Ballpark as we welcome in the Philadelphia Phillies for the weekend set. Steven Matz, I think it's Vince Velasquez on the mound for the Phillies in game 1 of the set. All right, so thank you guys so much for listening and watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. We'll talk to you guys then.